guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to try out, I took it out of the package, hold on. And if any of you have been watching my videos, you'd know that packaging hates me. So I filmed backwards, so I'd already done like the video and then like couldn't get it open. And now I'm like, shit, put it back in the package so it looks nice for the introduction. I wasn't thinking about it. I did it with the concealer, but not the other products. What the frick ever. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to try out the Elf Camo. So this is what the packaging looks like. Let's take it out. The Elf Camo CC cream. So I love the It Cosmetics CC cream. That's like my, well, you know what? I was gonna say that's like my favorite CC cream, but I'm a sucker. And I did pick this up. So do we do a video on this? Do you guys want to see a video on this one? Okay, let me put that back. So anyway, I had seen this and I was like, oh, maybe that's comparable to the It Cosmetics CC cream. So I was reading on it and I'm like, okay, skin loving ingredients, collagen peptides, and niacinamide. And it says color correcting, full coverage, natural finish. And I have, you know, dark spots under my eyes, dark circles, you know, whatever. So I was like, you know what? And at $14, yes, $14. Well, I got this from Target and it was $14. So it's 1.05 ounces. And then on the package, it says, ditch your basic foundation. This color correcting cream is the only product that you need to achieve a natural looking complexion but with full coverage. A multitasking dream cream infused with collagen peptides and niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with the SPF 30. Wah, wah, wah. I'll hold that for later. So I went, so I looked online and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, they have all these colors in stock or whatever. So I go to Target. It's like a super shitty rainy day and I was like, I'm gonna go get this anyway. And I get there and they had like none of the colors. So I ended up grabbing the Fair 120N. So that would be Fair 120N with neutral and beige undertones. And I really wanted to get the light 210N because I usually go between like a light and like a light medium, or I'll mix like a light and a medium typically. But I grabbed this. It was the only one that was there and I was like, well, I'm here, I'm gonna grab something. So this is what it looks like. So there's that. Like I said, $14. And then while I was standing there, I was like, oh shoot, they have a 16-hour camo concealer. So I was like, they had really weird colors. So I'm looking at the concealer and it was $6. And I'm like, okay, $6. And I'm looking at the colors and I ended up going with Fair Warm because the only other color they had was Fair Rose. And I'm like, Fair Rose? So how do you go from warm to rose? And then they didn't have anything else. They light sand looked like dark, and then they have light peach, light beige, fair beige. Oh, online it says they have a light ivory, but they didn't have that in store because I'd have probably gone more with the light ivory. So anyway, I figured with the color I had to get in this and the one that they did have available in that, I would try it out. What is that, like 20 bucks? 20 bucks I spent on it. And then I got to thinking, everybody's been talking about this Sky High, and I'll tell you what, it was like all the rave on like TikTok, this, that, and the other. Everybody's talking about it. And I was at Walmart one day grocery shopping and I just happened to like walk by the aisle and I was like, you know what, let me just look again, because I had looked the prior week and they didn't even have any spots for it, nothing. Look, I went down the aisle and here, oh, they had all these Sky Highs, and in the midst of me grabbing them, because I was like, oh, I gotta get one for my daughter, and I had to get one for a friend of mine that actually showed it to me. So I was like, oh, you know, grabbing them, and I was like, oh, shoot, let me just try the waterproof one. So I grabbed the waterproof one, and then I grabbed the other ones for the other ladies, and, you know, got out of there or whatever, and it was like $8.99. I feel like on Ulta it was like $11.99. So I thought I was on like some super good find. So anyway, so I grabbed it, I get home, and I'm like, let's see. And I put it on, and I was like, really? Like, that's it? I have other mascaras, and I was like, not really sure. So then I watched a couple more videos, and I'm like, okay, you know, is it my eyelashes? And then it dawned on me. I feel like a piece of hair on me. It dawned on me. Is it because I got waterproof? Because I feel like all the videos I watched, nobody had waterproof. I feel like they were all like regular. What just happened? Hold on. Okay, so my thing died, and I was like, oh. I don't remember what the last thing I said is, but anyway, I know I was talking about like the regular versus the waterproof. So I was like, is it a difference between the waterproof and the regular? Because I feel like all the videos that were being shown were like the regular. I don't really feel like anybody was like, oh, here's the waterproof one. So I thought I would test them both. So I decided in the video to go over the Elf Camo CC cream, the concealer, and then put these two to the test. So if you want to see how this goes, then just keep watching. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in. That should be enough. My hair's still wet. But anyway, so I want to try to use minimal products. So I'm just gonna use, I've been using this lately. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, come on now. And I pulled it out and I was like, hey, let's try that again. So I've been liking it, so we're just gonna go in with that. So I'm just gonna put that on. So it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick consistency. Oh, come on. It's pretty light. Like I said, oh, I just got it everywhere. Like I said, I wanted to try the other color, but they didn't have it in the store. I mean, it said online they had it, and then I went in and they didn't have it. And I was already there, and it was like torrential downpours, and I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm just gonna buy this. Because in all reality, like, I don't know. I can warm it up with a bronzer or whatever. So I'm just gonna do like that. It's roughly equal all over my face. And then I'm gonna take my Luxie 680 Pro Precision face brush. Love this brush. And I'm just gonna stipple that all over. It's pretty, looks ridiculous, that's pretty light. Getting kind of dry. Good gracious, I look like I'm getting ready for Halloween. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this damp sponge and just go all over my face with that. As far as, as far as the coverage, like it covers like a CC cream. Like it actually looks pretty comparable to my IT Cosmetics CC cream, and I love that CC cream. I'm actually more partial to the CC creams than like full coverage foundations and things like that. I don't like them. They feel really heavy on my skin, and then I feel like really like I just don't like things that feel really heavy on my skin. So as of right now, this doesn't feel heavy. It just feels dry to me. It's a little tacky, little tackiness to it. Okay, so enough with that. Let's go in. You know me and my packaging, old ham hands. I just went in to try to get that and like ripped it all down the back. Golly, packaging hates me. Hates me. This looks really light. This almost looks as light as my ColourPop Cosmetics. Sorry, my face is itchy right there. My ColourPop concealer, and I like to use it sometimes when I'm doing like a brighter eye makeup, because it's almost like, it almost has like a white tint to it. So let's see. So this is the applicator. So that seems to be the going applicator these days. So let's see. Let's see if this baby covers up. And then I'm going to go in with my Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush. I love this brush because it fits like right up in there. Probably a good idea to do one eye at a time instead of doing like I just did, because it seems to, again, be drying down a little quicker, kind of like the face cream. But that's also how like the Tarte Shape Tape, like it dries down pretty quick, so you usually do one eye at a time. However, that seemed to blend out pretty well, and it actually did a pretty good job covering up my dark spots there. I mean, you can still see them, which that's usually how my eyes are. I'm just gonna take my damp sponge and just kind of dab along my nose and down here just to blend those two together. I actually did a pretty good job of canceling out my redness right along here too. So, I do typically set my concealers. So I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Smooth Operator Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm gonna go in with my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. It's this fluffy tapered brush, and I like to go into the lid and really get that brush down in there. See all the stuff coming out? And then tap it off. Tap it off. But I really like to get that product in those bristles. And then I just tap. Like so. So again, just really get down there, like blend it around. And then I stipple. I like stamp, stipple, press. I'm not brushing. I'm not like sweeping motion because I don't want to brush that product away. So I'm just stippling that powder into the concealer. Anyway, okay, so that is the face so far. I typically only set the under eye. Sometimes I'll do down here. I'll just give a little here. If I'm wearing glasses, I definitely go over my nose and then up in here, my T-zone. A little bit on the chin, maybe sometimes down here, but not typically. Typically I just set under the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. I'm not gonna do anything else, like setting powder or anything like that. I'm gonna do my eyes, I'm gonna do my normal face makeup, so like bronzer, highlighter, blush. That's it. Do my eyebrows, and then I will be back to do the mascara. And then I'll let you know how my face is doing. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I just went ahead and did a really simple eye look, and I used the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shoppe Sugar palette. Love this palette. And then I absolutely love their Belgian Waffle baked bronzer and highlighter palette. So that's that. And then this is the Sugar palette. It's a basic palette, but I love it. I grab it all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, well, wait a minute. Jumping ahead of myself. So I don't have the packaging for the waterproof one because this is the original one I got. And I was like, oh yeah, let's just try waterproof. And then I did it and I was like, I wonder if the waterproof is different from the regular because it didn't seem to have as much as a hype. Like it didn't seem to do what everybody was saying or claiming that it was doing. So I was like, I wonder if the waterproof is different than the regular one. I haven't tried the regular one yet, but I do have the packaging for the regular because I just got it. And it's 801, very black, SkyHigh Mascara, limitless length, full volume, Flex Tower brush. Yeah, so that's what it says on there. And it just says washable mascara, and then, you know, it's got your stuff on the back. SkyHigh, our first mascara made for full volume and authentic length. Custom flex brush grips and extends every lash. Formula with bamboo extract and fibers gives authentic impact. No clumping, smudging, or flaking up to 24-hour wear. And again, I don't have package for the waterproof one, but let me zoom you in. So I haven't done anything to my lashes. I have not, I haven't curled them, I haven't done anything to them, I don't have any eyeliner on, nada. So let's see. So I'm gonna do the right eye with the regular, okay? So let's see. So this is the regular brush. See how it's got a little like curve to it? This is the waterproof brush. So really not much of a difference. Okay, I'm gonna put that back. So let's see, we're gonna go in with the regular. Do my little, and I don't have long lashes to begin with. And then here we're gonna do the waterproof on the left eye. So I'm gonna do my little dip. Again, I haven't done anything to them. Doesn't really look any different than any other mascara that goes on my eye. So I'll go ahead and do another layer. Make sure my focus. I don't know, I feel like I don't really apply 2 layers ever because they always get clumpy, but let's see. Let me do the bottom first just to give this side a little bit longer to dry. See, I don't have naturally long or like thick eyelashes either, so I'm very picky about the mascara that I use on my bottom lashes because they end up looking like a clumpy mess like that. So, okay, so let's go ahead and do the second coat. So I'm gonna do my little There's a big chunk on there I'm gonna wipe off. Okay, let's see. I feel like there's definitely more on this side. It's darker and there's a big chunk down here, but yeah, so that would be the difference for me. I feel like I just have like more product on that left eye. I mean, that did make a bit of a difference. Like I said, I haven't like curled. I didn't like curl my lashes or anything like that. I didn't set my face, so there's nothing on my lashes. But I do have a lot of glitter on my face from my eyeshadow. I didn't realize I had that much fallout. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So it's been 28 minutes since I first applied the CC cream and the concealer. I'm lost for words today. So it's been about 28 minutes, so I'm gonna check in later and let you know how everything is going. Obviously, 28 minutes, 30 minutes difference between the application of the mascara and the face stuff. So I'll be back for a check-in, guys. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so it's been about 4 hours since I've done my makeup. I'm gonna zoom you in. So zoom me into the eyes. So here are my eyes. Now remember, I put the regular one on the right eye and then I put the waterproof one on the left eye. So it seems to be holding up. Like I said, I don't have very long lashes. I do feel like this gave me more coverage with the coats. Now, I wasn't being super scientific with the amount that I had, like comparing the amounts on each brush and then counting the swipes. So, you know, that could be human error, obviously, but I mean, just to give you the gist. And essentially that was me applying it 2 times, like doing it over here and then doing these and then letting it dry and then going back in and doing that second round of application. I don't want to misspeak and say a second coat, because I feel like, you know, brushing through, you're kind of essentially doing more coats than just saying, oh, a couple times this is one coat. Yeah, so that's that so far. And I mean, while I'm in here, let's look at this concealer. So like I said, it's been about 4 hours. The only thing I freshened up is my lips because I was hungry and I ate some dinner. I ate dinner. So let me zoom out just a smidge. Not tacky at all. To the touch on the cheeks. I mean, overall, I feel like the coverage is still what it was when I applied it like 4 hours ago. And again, that's been through, you know, me doing stuff. I haven't just been sitting and twiddling my thumbs. I've been up chasing kids, doing dinner, doing laundry, you know, that kind of stuff. Up running around. I mean, the baby's been touching my face too. You know, that's life. So I don't really feel, maybe down here a little bit on my chin, maybe some of it has worn off a bit. Maybe just like a smidge. So maybe a smidge down here, but nothing crazy like when I look at myself in the mirror. So like I said, it's been about 4 hours and it still looks pretty decent. So I will hop off of here and I'm gonna go do some more house stuff and things with the children and whatnot. So I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay, bye. Okay, so it's been like 7.5 hours that I've had this on my face. It's late and I'm tired. I got a late start to the day to doing this. So anyway, let's jump in. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see. So again, oh, my eyes are all red. I gotta get these contacts out of my eyes. I haven't worn my contacts in a while. I don't typically wear them too often. So obviously, you know, some creasing under here. The mascara, see, my like eyelashes are like super flat. Like, they got no oomph to them. So this was the regular side, right was regular and left was waterproof. Again, I think I just applied a little bit more to this one, so it just looks a little heavier. But otherwise, at this point, looking in the viewfinder and looking in the camera, I'm not really seeing too much of a difference between the regular and the waterproof. As far as like the makeup, like I said, the concealer, I see a little creasing here under my eye. Some of the cream has worn away, like here, the concealer, the CC cream, concealer, I'm tired. Some of the CC cream, I just said it. The CC cream has like worn away, like around here. And like on my chin. Here, let me zoom out a little bit. Oh. Like around my chin, like around here. But again, that's through dinner, that's through dealing with the kids and like baby touching my face. And you know, I've been touching my face. I have a habit of rubbing my nose right here, so that's gonna be probably more of the cause for the breakup of the CC cream, like around this area. And I do, you know, I try not to touch my face, but I do. What is that? Fuzz. But like up in here, like a little bit of creasing in there. But otherwise, like, so if I get really close, like up in here, you can see it's like powdery. Oh, sorry. Dang, I didn't realize I had my mirror in front of that. But it's like powdery right through here. Like right in here. But it's nothing crazy. I mean, if I was wearing it like all day, like if I actually put it on and like had like, let's say an 8-hour work day, which I imagine a lot of people, you know, are thinking if you're wearing like a foundation, you want to get through your 8-hour, 8.5-hour work day if you're actually working like somewhere or whatever anyway. I mean, I think it held up nice. So, with that being said, let me zoom out a bit. So with that being said, it does look nice and I'm like kind of bummed about it because I think I would wear this. Like for $14, I think this would be like a daily thing, especially because, you know, in theory, in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's got SPF, and if I was out and, you know, whatever, I don't do my makeup every day. I think it has a nice, like, I think it's good for color correcting, full coverage natural finish. Do I think it has a full coverage effect? Not really, because you can still see, like, you know, spots on my face, areas, you know, where I have like little freckles and things like that. And I guess that's where they get the natural finish, but I wouldn't say like full coverage. So that's kind of weird. But I'm bummed because this has sunscreen in it, which you think, yay, that's good, but it's the Octinoxate. And that's something that, you know, when I was pregnant, I was like, okay, I'm not supposed to use like sunscreens that have this in it, or, you know, makeup or things like that. And that's what got me onto the Ilia. Do I have it in here? I don't. Like Ilia Cosmetics, they don't have that in it. And the thing is, like, it kind of starts you down a slippery slope, like when you start reading on this stuff. So it's like Octinoxate, also called whatever, I'll put the word here. Or OMC is a chemical commonly used in cosmetic and skincare products around the world. It's actually a common ingredient in sunscreen, shampoos, lipsticks, and other products. It serves a number of different functions as an active ingredient in sunscreens, mainly, you know, I'm thinking. First, it disperses the sun's UVB rays, which cause burns. Since it is inexpensive, it also serves as a good ingredient to keep the cost of sunscreen low. As a UVB absorber, Octinoxate does its job and prevents burns, but it also poses numerous risks to humans as well as the coral reefs. It's very important for people to understand and weigh these risks before using sunscreen. So, it says that it's been found in human urine, blood, and breast milk. It's absorbed so easily it can take stowaway chemicals with it. These chemicals may not be absorbed on their own, but Octinoxate helps them out so they get into your bloodstream too. It's supposed to protect your skin from burns, but instead of staying on your skin, it's readily absorbed. It shows up in many sunscreens labeled natural, but it's not a natural sunscreen. To make it, they mix sulfuric acid with methanol, a petroleum byproduct. This mixture is then heated until it's insoluble in water. So it says, what it does when you're done wearing it. It doesn't just disappear. Like oxybenzone, Octinoxate is toxic to coral reefs, according to a study conducted by the Environmental Health Perspective scientists on coral bleaching. It caused complete bleaching of coral, even at very low concentrations. Many resorts near coral reefs actually require biodegradable sunscreens. So, yeah, the EWG rates it a 6, which is moderate hazard. It can lead to developmental and reproductive toxicity. It's a hormone disruptor, and it can produce estrogen-like effects similar to oxybenzone, and hormones affected reproduction in men and women and trigger the onset of puberty. But did you know insulin is a hormone, and hormones also control your thyroid? Hormones control everything in your body. So, you know, when you start looking into it, again, it was a big thing for me with being pregnant. I didn't use any products that had it in it, especially sunscreen, because I was pregnant during the summer. So I had purchased it and then just not thinking clearly for whatever reason, and then I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. So I bought it, and I'm like, you know, you start looking at these things and you think, okay, so they're supposed to be good for you because it's SPF, but in all reality, these companies are putting, you know, this product in there, and it actually is found to be a harmful product, but they put a regulation on it that the maximum amount they can use in a product is 7.5%, and that's what this has in it, and that's with a lot of countries. They've limited it at 7.5%, saying like that's the top max that can be used safely. safely. So yeah. So you look at that and then you start thinking, well, shit, it's in shampoos and this and that and the other. So then you start going down this whole slippery slope looking at everything and this and that and the other. So then I got looking at other makeup, and you know, you can't always believe everything you read, because I started looking at other makeup. So you think, okay, I'm going to look at clean makeup, this, that, and the other. And you start looking at those ingredients, and then you pick out like the biggest word that looks, you know, scary, or this, that, or the other. And you're like, hey, what is that? So for instance, I started looking up like Crunchy makeup. There's a brand called Crunchy, and you know, supposedly all natural, you know, supposed to be healthy for you, this, that, and the other. And I'm looking at it, and there's you know, one of the particular ingredients I looked at, I started reading on it, and it was saying that it could be harmful to you. And it was something that was like in the blushes or whatever. And you know, I'm not gonna get into this whole thing now. It's just, that's because it just blows up into a big thing of like, okay, well, if it's in that, then what's in your eyeshadows, and then what's in this, and then you start thinking about it, and you're like, oh my gosh, like it just kind of totally deters you from wanting to use any products at all. And I feel like all products have something in them that somebody somewhere, somehow or another, is going to come back and be like, oh, that's harmful to you in one way or the other, I guess is my point. So with this being said, yes, I just went on a long tangent. I don't even know if it's going to make any sense at this time of night, like when I play back this video and edit it. I hope it does. But I guess my point is, yes, it looks nice on my skin, but is this something I'm going to use all the time? Probably not. I almost wanted to return it at that point. You know, some people don't care about that stuff and they'll use it. It's not a big deal. It's whatever. Again, if this sunscreen is, you know, the FDA has regulated, okay, 7.5%, that's the max you can use. How do you know? Like, how do you know how much is harmful? How do you know how much is not? Again, it just bothers me that it's, if you're pregnant, it's something you should not use. If you shouldn't use it while you're pregnant, why are you using it when you're not pregnant? I don't know. You know, that's going to have to be an answer you find for yourself, or you come up with for yourself. That's not something I'm here to tell you to do. I'm not going to be like, don't use this because it has that product in it. I'm just saying, for me, I'm probably not going to pick this up as my go-to. So I've done this video. It looks nice. Yes, it's proven to be, you know, a decent CC cream. And if it didn't have that in it, yes, I probably would use this as my everyday go-to CC cream. I would. But because of that, I'm not going to. I'm probably not. I mean, I know I was upset with the, oh, my nose is so itchy. I've been sneezing a lot. My Urban Decay One and Done, I didn't realize that does have SPF in it, but I didn't realize until I was pregnant with my last child that it actually had that in it, and I was really bummed. I was like, man, I really like this. So that's why I was excited to pick up the new Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, medium coverage up to 24-hour wear, stay naked. It's got kombucha and marula oil in it, but it does not have any SPF stuff in it that I saw. So I am excited about that. This will probably replace my One and Done, and I'm kind of bummed because I do believe I have a new tube of that. So again, that's just something you're going to have to decide for yourself. I was just putting the information out there because I feel like that's what I felt like that was something strong enough in my mind to make me question it, that I would further convey to you guys just for your knowledge. You can take it, you can leave it, you can use it, or you can throw it away. It's up to you. I'm just reporting that to you all. So you know, if you don't know, sometimes ignorance is bliss. I don't know. In what case, where do you draw the line? I don't know. That's not for me to decide. So for me, as nice as it might be, again, because of that, it just freaks me out. It's kind of wishy-washy. Obviously, it's not the same as, I don't know. Is it different if you're putting like a sunscreen all over your body? Then you're getting a very large amount, and your skin is your largest organ in your body. You know, it covers your whole surface area. So, you know, are you getting more of it? You know, it's not more concentrated. I don't know. I don't want to get into that whole like nitty gritty, because that is like not my area of anything to be discussing. It's just things that my mind thinks of and then starts me on this like tangent of like, well, if it's this, what about this? And then what about that? And what about that? And then it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm exhausted by the end of it, like mentally exhausted. So anyway, as far as the mascaras, they kind of look the same to me. Not really much of a difference. I will say that this one is hard to get off the waterproof. I haven't tried to get this one off, so I will find out now, because I am going to wash my face and take my contacts out and go to bed. So I hope if you were looking at either of these products, I did like the concealer, like I said. That doesn't have any sunscreen in it, so I'll probably use that again. Yes. Anyway, so I hope if you were thinking of using any of these products that this video has helped you decide if you want to get them or not. But as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe somewhere over there. And enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.